Hello, I am Xarkun and this is World of Warships Legends. Welcome to One Take Wednesday, the second in our series of one takes. The last one did pretty well with the USS Kansas. I asked you guys in that video what you might like to see next in a one take, and I got some good feedback. You enjoy the format of seeing potentially more average games, or at least games played live. The idea is, of course, to take a ship out and play a game in one take and post the results on YouTube. Now, a lot of you, well, I got two real suggestions for ships in that video. One was Amagi, and one was Vanguard, and then another suggestion was play less of a good ship than the Kansas. So I decided we'd go with Vanguard, because a lot of people don't really consider this ship to be super good. I think it's pretty good, though, and I'll tell you why. We'll take a quick look at its stats and my build before we jump into the actual battle itself. Vanguard, of course, is a Tier 7 tech tree British battleship. It's got 71,700 hit points, which is on the high end of the hit point spectrum. That's actually quite a bit. So, a lot of hit points. It's got 381mm guns, 8 of them, 15-inch guns, 22-second reload, outrageously fast, 5800 alpha strike on its HE, which is not hugely spectacular relative to some other British BBs, but the 42% fire chance is fantastic, and it makes the HE incredibly usable. And then the AP, 13,750 alpha with gyrating drill bits on the commander. That is a lot better than other more comparable 15-inch guns battleships at Tier 7, like the Bismarck or, say, the Richelieu. I think both of them have around 11 or 12k of an alpha strike. This is much better than that. So the guns on this ship are, in fact, quite good. Maneuverability is also not so bad, with a 27-knot top speed, reduced, of course, by gyrating drill bits, and a 14.1-second rudder shift, which is quite responsive for a battleship. And then, of course, I've got 12.4 km concealment, which is fantastic. I have built into it, though. As for my build, well, I've got Aiming Systems Mod 1, Propulsion Mod, Concealment, obviously, and the Main Battery Reload Mod. And then the commander, Azurlane Nelson, with the following skills. I went with gyrating drill bits instead of Big 7 because I think this minus 15% to the penetration hurts the Vanguard especially quite a bit. Gyrating drill bits provides a little bit more value even if it does decrease the speed. Then we've got Marksman and Master Mechanic, and Kondo and Iachino as inspirations. I think these two both help, and this is sort of my build philosophy for these sort of accuracy commanders these days. I like to put on Kondo in conjunction with the concealment mod and Iachino to get a little bit more accuracy. So let's get into the game. And the reason I like to use Kondo and Iachino is because I feel like you're already speccing a lot into the accuracy with the accuracy commander themselves between Flammable Cannoneer and Marksman. Why do you need to overdo it by putting on somebody like Iachino and somebody like Scharnhorst? Instead, I say put on the concealment mod and put on Kondo, because having better concealment is, I think, integral to your survivability prospects. Okay, so what have we got here? Mas, Kagero, Mines, Plymouth, okay. Not maybe the best matchmaking for Vanguard. I think you would want to see more cruisers when taking out this ship, because it does have short-fused British armor piercing. And that's very good at demolishing cruisers, but that's okay. And we spawned in the center. Excellent. My favorite place for a battleship. Especially a battleship like this.
Action stations.
Oh, and by the way, sorry for the last one take not having any game audio. I had thought it did, but I don't know why it wasn't picking it up. It is now, so you should be hearing game audio. It's really weird. But whatever, we got it working. Alright, now we kinda need to slow down here. We'll go at half speed. kind of wait for these destroyers to push out and spot whatever might be behind the chain of islands here. Because I think, knowing how this map is played, we can get good broadsides on the ships that are pushing in toward the cap, and what do you know, mines. There we go. He's slowing down. Oh, and we didn't even get spotted. Oh, he turned away, though. Oh, we got a broadside on Bismarck, though. See, this is why the center is so good, especially on this map, because these ships, they push to either side of the... I was wondering if we could sneak the shells through that gap, but not quite. But the ships push either side toward these capture circles, and they give broadside to the center, so you can really punish the broadsides. Provided you have consistent spotting, which unfortunately we really don't. Now we're spotted. Courtesy of the Moss versus Fletcher. Ooh. See what I'm talking about? The Vanguard guns are great. Okay, Moss versus Fletcher. I mean, the Fletcher should easily win that. We need to go dark. Okay, maybe we won't win. Maybe the Fletcher won't win if he's also got another DD shooting at him. Switching to the HE, we're going to help out that Fletcher. Don't really want to give broadside to the Brandenburg, but we keep hitting him for 13k because he's broadside to us. So, in fact, we'll cut down on the throttle because look at his guns. They're aimed right at us. And, okay. This is just like, he's asking for the reload booster, honestly. He's asking me to deploy this gimmick. I wanted to shoot HE because I thought the Fletcher was gonna... Of course the destroyers are detected right after I shoot that salvo. Okay, hold on, Fletcher. Let me, like, tell this guy to get back to port real quick. Yeah, what are you doing? What do you think? Do you think the turtleback doesn't make you invincible? I mean, what the heck? Why is he still broadside? He's burning, too. That's... Oh, now we've got this freaking lion shooting at us. That's not ideal. Okay, I'm gonna turn around, actually. Every time I shoot my guns, these DDs get spotted. I think we can deploy a heal pretty safely now. Fire! Thank you, Mr. British announcer man. Had no idea I was on fire. Okay, Brandenburg. Can focus him down with the HE. See, that's a good thing about Vanguard. It's like if you're in a situation with a kiting Brandenburg where your HE is really not going to be doing much of anything to him, switch to the AP with that 40, or where your AP isn't going to be doing much of anything to him, switch to the HE with its 42% fire chance, and you're bound to get, hopefully, something. As for Lion, I think maybe we should have kept... See, there's a fire. I don't think he can put that out. I was going to say maybe we should have kept the AP loaded, but seems like that's not necessary. With how... Well, I guess Lion's not going to give us as much broadside as I would like. So, I think... Unleash the AP. We'll switch to the HE on this guy. I think Lion has better HE than we do, but that's okay. But yeah, Vanguard is a good ship. It can't really be played at close range. Okay, I think that really solves the issue there on this side of the map. We're going to go over to the Charlie side. There's 4 ships over there. But I think Vanguard... Really, it can't be played at close range because of its awful firing angles. You certainly don't want to be pushing in and brawling other battleships. Also, the Citadel is, as I'm sure many people know, quite exposed. So, if you're giving a prolonged amount of broadside to enemy battleships, they are going to absolutely demolish you. You can't You can't do it with this ship. Okay, HMS Plymouth.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Is he turning? Yes. Okay, no, he's slowing down, though. No, he's not. He's going at full speed, and he's not really turning. Okay, that was a decent enough hit. We can do a lot better, though. DD in the center. I think Fletcher may finally take the Alpha Cap, then. That's the only DD left, and he's nowhere near the Fletcher. Plymouth is parking behind this island. That's interesting. Enemy team isn't exactly looking so hot. They really haven't sunk anything. Hoping we'll be able to catch Plymouth by surprise here. If we can spot him inside of this smoke screen. Actually, why do I have my guns turning onto this side of the ship? We need them on this side because we can come around, cut through here, get ourselves closer to the battleships. I mean, all of these ships are playing so far back. I don't know where these two ships are going. This cruiser and battleship. Like they're sailing to another map, I guess. Really, actually, quite odd. Okay, there's Plymouth. I don't know why it's even spotted, to be honest with you. It's dead now, so we don't care. These battleships are all almost dead, too. Hey, one of our ships went down. The enemy team did manage to get a kill. Good for them. Samagi's just pushing straight in. We keep missing him. He's slowing down and stuff. I don't like it. Finally, there we go. But yeah, Vanguard is a good ship. I think the shells, both shells are really good. And that's not something you can say about every battleship in this game. Not all of them have good AP and good HE. The only really bad thing about the Vanguard is its firing angles, but all you have to do is move your battleship, and you're fine. Honestly, this is quite a sad performance from the Reds.
We sank their battleship.
And we sank it indeed. Is Massachusetts basically the only one left? Yeah, aside from those guys that are kiting to the edge of the map.
We sank their battleship.
We sank 2 of their battleships. And now those guys are like, oh, what do you mean? We left the game and the entire enemy team won? Oh god, we gotta come back. I really hope that DD doesn't kill the Akatsuki. Because look, we're at 965 points, and if it does, bit of a one-sided blowout for sure. Normally I don't like to show these games, but Vanguard, I mean, it's a good ship. It really is. I like it quite a bit. It's one of the tier 7 battleships that I do enjoy playing a lot. One of the tech tree ones. I think it's pretty good. And I think this was a decent example of a nice average Vanguard game. And we get over 2k base XP, and the Fletcher is above us on the leaderboard, which is great. Team played pretty well. GG to all of them. But yeah, there's a look at HMS Vanguard. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what you would like to see featured in the next one take. and I will see you next time. Goodbye.